to watch some deputy sheriffs performing this weekend. They weren't exactly Medal of Honor winners, all right? The way they performed was, frankly, disgusting. They were listening to what was going on. The one in particular, he was early. Then you had three others that probably a similar deal a little bit later, but a similar kind of a thing. You know, I really believe, you don't know until you test it, but I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon. And I think most of the people in this room would have done that too, because I know most of you. But the way they performed was really a disgrace. Second, we must confront the issue of mental health. And here is the best example of mental health. This kid had 39 red flags. They should have known. They did know. They didn't do anything about it. That was really a bad time, I have to tell you. Nobody bigger for law enforcement than I am. But between the people that didn't go into that school and protect those lives and the fact that this should have been solved long before it happened, pretty sad. So we have to confront the issue, and we have to discuss mental health, and we have to do something about it. You know, in the old days, we had mental institutions. You had a lot of them. And you could nab somebody like this because, you know, they did. They knew something was off. You had to know that. People were calling all over the place. But you used to be able to bring him into a mental institution, and hopefully he gets help or whatever, but he's off the streets. You can't arrest him, I guess, because he hasn't done anything, but you know he's like a boiler ready to explode, right? So you have to do something. But you can't put him in jail, I guess, because he hasn't done anything. But in the old days, you'd put him into a mental institution. And we had them in New York, and our government started closing them because of cost. And we're going to have to start talking about mental institutions, because a lot of the folks in this room closed their mental institutions also. So we have no halfway. We have nothing between a prison and leaving him at his house, which we can't do anymore.
Now, I know that you have suggested arming our teachers. And
not your teachers.
Not your,
arming a small portion that are very gun adept.
Now, I just think this is a circumstance where we need to listen, that educators should educate, and they should not be foisted upon this responsibility of packing heat in first grade classes. Now, I understand you have suggested this, and we suggest things, and sometimes then we listen to people about it. Maybe they don't look so good a little later. So I just suggest we need a little less tweeting here, a little more listening.
What's good, fam? This is your boy, Mr. Sycamore, and I want to thank you for coming to my channel, for checking out WIT, what I think. Your boy, your president, Donald Trump, says about the Florida shooting, high school shooting, that he would have run into school unarmed and stopped the shooter himself. Woo! Y'all didn't hear me. Your president, Donald Trump, said that he would have run into the school where the shooting was going on with nothing in his hand, and he would have stopped that shooter. He giving y'all all kinds of false hope, and as you always know, giving you more lies to hang on to. And he's also giving you stuff to laugh at, because that was hilarious to me. Y'all know doggone well this man ain't finna run into no building to do nothing but to lie. He's gonna run into a building not knowing where shots are coming from, empty-handed, and stop something. Now y'all know that's a dadgum lie, don't you? Come on. Be honest and keep it real with your boy. I don't care how many of y'all voted for him. I don't care how many of y'all got his back with his lies. That lie, y'all know, is blatant. Now, not only is he telling that lie, He wants to make it seem as though the sheriff that didn't run in was a coward. And then you can call him what you wanna. I don't know what was going through that guy's mind. I don't know if he might have said, well, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die today. I don't know what was going through that man's mind. But being that he took that oath and took that job, he was supposed to go in there and handle his business. If he got injured, pray for the family. When you take that job, you got to do what you got to do. So that's that on the law enforcement guy that was there and was hiding or whatever they say he was doing. But your president got up there and said that he would have went in there unarmed and stopped him. How? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a gun owner. I have my concealed license. And I'm going to keep it. I don't bother nobody. Nobody at all. My gun ain't for me killing nobody because they are, you know, I'm just a killer and I want to go killing people and go. No, my guns are for hunting. When hunting season comes in, I'm a country boy. And for protection. So if you try to come into my home or run and snatch me up out of my car, then that gun is going to be used what it's supposed to be used for those situations. I'm not taking my gun around bullying on people. I'm not going around my gun lifting up my shirt scaring people. I'm not getting my gun to threaten people. My gun is for protection. And for a whole lot of other people who are out there who have concealed weapon license, their guns are for protection. A lot of people who don't have concealed weapons license got their guns because they got it for protection. Not everybody has for killing, but those of you who do have it, those who did have it, who are monsters, who are killers, they need to be dealt with in a proper way. But I can guarantee you one thing, that if I have a gun, whether protecting myself or being stupid and just killing people, let somebody run up on me unarmed and see what I'm going to do to them, especially if I'm just a killer. Donald Trump, stop lying to this government at least once. I hadn't heard a story yet where you told the truth. Not even a piece of a truth. Every story I see in the news about you is a lie that you're telling. You wouldn't have ran in no building and done nothing. Oh, you never know what you do. You know doggone well you wouldn't have ran in nowhere. And even if you saw the person, you wouldn't have ran up in nowhere to do nothing, especially unarmed. That's all I got to say on that, y'all. Like, share, comment below if you must. If you hadn't already done it, hit that subscribe button. Become subscribed to Mr. Sycamore's channel. I got a lot for y'all. Finna start doing more. Y'all better jump on board. And I'll be telling the truth. Until my next video, I'm out.